Alright, so before we do dive in, a big thank you to Stoic and Xbox Game Studios for sponsoring this video and giving me the chance to check out Towerborn. Now, for those of you unfamiliar, Towerborn is an action RPG with a clear love for the beat-em-up genre. It's blending fast-paced combat with RPG progression. In my opinion, a great combination. And right now then, it's in early access on Steam, but it is slowly gearing up for its full launch on Xbox as well, where it will be free to play. Now, as always, while this is a sponsored video, you can expect the same honest take on my experience as we do explore what Towerborn has to offer. And if you do like the look of it, do me a favour, use my link in the pinned comment down below. Alright, so at the heart of Towerborn lies the Belfry, a towering structure that stands as a beacon of hope and safety amid the ruins of humanity. Now, surrounding it is the City of Numbers, a world where monsters lurk just beyond the walls. They're constantly threatening the people who to take refuge inside. Now, you're playing as an ace, a hero reborn from the spirit realm. You're gifted with the skills, grit, and determination to defend the Belfry from the darkness outside. And with spirit companions as well by your side, you're destined for battle. Now, over the first couple of hours, Towerborn has slowly introduced new characters and really begun to flesh out its narrative. Now, I just discovered, for example, that my character had died, but certain individuals, they have such a strong desire to live on that they've been brought back to life. This resurrection, it comes with a catch though, and that is, there's of course a whole world full of enemies waiting to be cleaned up. So regarding gameplay, this is a notable departure from what we've seen from Stoic before. Now, if you're unfamiliar, they're the studio behind the Banner Saga trilogy, games that I personally consider some of the best in their genre. Now, with Towerborn, they've taken their storytelling kind of prowess, I guess, and applied it to a more narrative-driven experience than what we usually see in the free-to-play online space. This game also supports up to 4 players battling together, and you'll frequently see other players wandering around the world. So jumping into the game, the first thing you're going to need to do is work your way through a character creator. You've got the option to play as either male or female, and there's a good variety of customization options to make your ace feel like your own. And once you've crafted your character, of course at this point, it is off to war we go, and the first thing you'll get to experience is that combat, and I have to say, really good fun. If you're a fan of side-scrolling kind of brawlers, you're going to feel right at home here as you battle your way through swarms of enemies. The mix of kind of beat-em-up action with the depth of an RPG is a combo I really like the idea of, and right away I found myself experimenting with the controls, and the game definitely encourages it. You know, combat here is very much combo driven, with your character having both light and heavy attacks. Different prompts and patterns deliver different results, giving the system a nice layer of complexity. On top of that, you've got a range of special abilities which are conveniently displayed in the upper left corner of the screen. These specials take time to charge but can unleash devastating results when timed right. The main goal though, of course, is simple: clear out these areas while managing a limit of 3 lives. If you succeed, your reward is twofold. A new location opens up and there's a chest full of goodies waiting for you. It's one of those satisfying loops to keep you pushing forward, and I definitely wasn't shy about it. It also won't just be you and your friends fighting side by side either as well. You'll also have an Umbra, a loyal spirit companion who's bonded to you after your return from the ebb. These powerful allies, they play a key role in battle, offering unique abilities that can turn the tide of combat. The first Umbra you unlock, for example, has a Hadouken-like ability, for lack of a better term, that saved me more than once when I found myself in a tough spot. Whether it is though for offense, defense, or support, your Umbra is going to be there to provide critical assistance, and I found just when you need it most. So yeah, regarding the combat, been great fun so far. Enemies have slowly been evolving and the challenge is clearly ramping up. I do want to be upfront as well. I've only got a few hours into this world, but already I'm seeing things evolve as well. I've unlocked new moves. I'm gathering new weapons and armor that can be swapped in and out freely. And each piece of gear comes with its own attributes that I'm kind of starting to learn now, such as the ability to cause bleed or inflict poison. Additionally, in this early access build, there are currently 4 different classes to experiment with, and I've been playing around with each. You've got the Sentinel, who wields a sword and shield, The Pyro class, equipped with a massive club that doubles as a projectile weapon, the Rock Breaker, sporting a pair of giant gauntlets, and then my personal favourite, the Shadow Striker, the fastest of the bunch. They pack dual daggers. Each class though, it's kind of easy to see they have their strengths, but it's definitely worth trying them all out to see their value in different combat scenarios. But what then happens around the combat? And at this stage, there are really two elements to the game, the Belfry and the World Map. The Belfry acts as your hub location, and it's slowly unlocking alongside that narrative. So far, I've unlocked a forge to craft better weapons, a job board that basically features challenges, think kill 30 enemies in the next mission, and then I'm seeing various other spots like weapon training areas, still kind of working on getting there. There's also a license system with different tiers, and by winning challenge fights, you can actually unlock more dangerous locations on the map, or even replay some of the missions you've done already at a higher level. As for the world map, that's where you make your moves. It has an interesting design. It's a hex-based grid, and as you beat each location, all connected areas unlock, letting you basically choose that next destination. Eventually as well, you'll face some sort of final level or boss encounter, but personally, I've just started making my way into the swamps after clearing a good majority of the initial grasslands. I really like this setup. It feels like a choose your own adventure type of situation, and again, if you want to kind of keep on leveling up, a lot of these levels can be replayed to rack up those rewards. So overall for gameplay, Towerborn's shaping up to be a unique action RPG with plenty of customization and replayability. From the evolving enemies and satisfying kind of brawler styled combat system, to the character classes and the Umbra companions, there's actually a lot here to sink your teeth into. And with more areas unlocking, new weapons to discover, and the promise of seasonal content and frequent updates, I'm really excited to see where the game goes from here. If you are a fan of action RPGs or brawlers, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. Visually then, I really like the way Towerborn looks. It has an almost cel-shaded visual style that gives the world a lot of charm. I'm playing on ultra settings, just so you are aware. The game runs smoothly, and I'm liking the different biomes that make the world feel varied. I particularly like the character models, the different armor pieces, and the special moves that are just seriously flashy. Characters then also have unique emotes, and you can kind of see from the visuals it's all going to be a big part of the eventual online store that supports the game once it goes free to play. It is, however, worth noting that Stoic have confirmed any purchases will be purely cosmetic, which is great news for those worried about pay-to-win elements. Audio-wise then, things are solid. Each biome comes with its own unique soundtrack, adding to the atmosphere, and the weapons have a satisfying weight to them in, of course, combat. So if you do want to jump into Towerborn now and support its development, there are two Founders Packs available, both of which give you instant access to the game. That's the Silver and Gold Packs. The Silver Pack includes an exclusive cosmetic set, a skin for your Umbra, an emote, and a monthly bonus item throughout early access. The Gold Pack then levels things up even further. It includes all of that, plus additional monthly items, another exclusive cosmetic set, and 3 more Umbra skins. The Silver Founders Pack is priced at $24.99 USD, while the Gold Pack comes in at $44.99 USD. On top of all of this right now as well, they've got ongoing events. Currently we're in the Halloween event, Duskvale. It is now live and the in-game tower has been fully transformed with a haunted atmosphere. Now this limited time event will include Halloween items, so exclusive gear sets, skins, and cosmetic items. These can all be earned during this seasonal event, so do make sure you jump in if you want to for November 10th. That's when the event will end and you can get access to these new bonus items. And yeah, that is Towerborn, an action RPG with a lot of love for the world of brawlers. Think almost like a Golden Axe with an ongoing narrative. That's kind of how I vibed with the game, I guess. But it's unique, and it comes, honestly, from a hell of a developer. They don't need to sponsor a video for me to say that. I'm a massive fan of Banner Saga. But if you do want to check this out, my link is in the pinned comment down below, and I'd appreciate it if you take a look. Now, I do want to say here, I don't get any sort of kickback from that. It just simply tells the studio you checked out the video and the game, and honestly, as a channel, that goes a long way for me. So if you do have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments down below. Do let me know what you're thinking about Towerborn. Is this something you want to check out? Do you like the idea of kind of action RPG meets almost brawler? You know, not many games that I can name quite like it. But But yeah, worst case look, go ahead, maybe give it a wish list. You can even actually wish list it on Xbox right now as well. So the second it launches out of early access, you can be there day one. All right, with that, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Once again, thank you to the developer and the publisher for sponsoring this video. It means, of course, a huge amount to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers all.